Hey everyone, this is Ray with the channel Love Water Healing, and we're going to do an Earth Magic Oracle card reading today. Really pretty cards. So let's start out by clearing the air. See, clear the vibration, it clears the air. I'm clearing the energy for the collective so that you're able to just sit back, close your eyes if you're able to, relax, and listen to my voice. Here we go. So Earth Magic Oracle cards, and let's see what comes out for the collective. Oh, we had one right away. Okay, see if there's any more for the collective that come out. Hope everyone is doing well today. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Hope that I bring a little stress-free environment, little breathing, little relaxation to your life. Okay, I don't see that there's any other cards that are coming out. Looks like for the collective, it's going to be a wake-up call. Let's try one more time. See what happens. Okay, we got one other. Okay, so the first card that came out is called Tsunami. Ooh, little brightness on the light there. And this says it's a wake-up call. So the Earth Magic cards are going to be dealing with the elements and tsunamis, right? So what do tsunamis do? They come in and the waves, and the wave gets so big that it crashes over and, you know, can potentially destroy a lot of things around it. So I guess the collective energy right now is that everyone needs to take a deep breath and realize that there is a wake-up call that's coming. And then the next one that came out is Meadow, which is really beautiful, and it says vulnerability. So I actually want to look these cards up specifically for the energy surrounding it. I feel like for the tsunami right now, there might be a lot of people that are in their energy and not realizing what they're creating, right? They're creating this vortex around them of things that they feel are good in their belief system and things they feel that are bad, and they're collecting a lot maybe right now on the things they think are bad, and it's building up. And eventually it explodes, right? So like with the tsunami, it gives you a wake-up call. So the universe, you've been asking for all of these wonderful things. I want more money. I want love. I want a bigger house. I want a better car. I want a better job. You've been asking for all these things. But at the same time, maybe you've been talking about the things that you don't want. Like, I want a new job because I don't feel that I am, you know, appreciated at the job I have. I want a new car because my car is old. So when you say all those things, you know, like you've got the thing that you want in this hand, right? Thing you want in this hand, and then all of a sudden you say something else about the thing that you have. You are putting into your reality the thing that you have, right? So even if you were to get a new car, that new car would act like your old car and the things that you don't like about it, because we are creating our reality. And so it's that simple and that easy. So in this case, you're creating a tsunami. So you're going to get a wake-up call. The universe has been knocking on your door, and you've been ignoring it. So here it comes. And along with it, you know, there's some vulnerability. And it may be that you have to be vulnerable and you have to ask for help. And that's what I'm getting with these two cards. Let's see what the book says about them. Okay, so it says, one of the scariest and most destructive of natural phenomenon, along with volcanoes, earthquakes, hurricanes, and tornadoes, a tsunami occurs when a large volume of water is suddenly and rapidly displaced. It's triggered by an undersea disturbance, typically an earthquake or volcanic eruption, that causes a series of powerful waves to travel across the ocean at speeds up to 500 miles an hour. Yet on the open ocean, The height of these waves seems so small that they generally pass unnoticed. As these waves, collectively called a tsunami, get closer to the shoreline, their height increases enormously, even as their speed slows to 50 miles per hour. The distance between the waves or the trough can be considerable, taking 20 to 30 minutes from wave to wave. If the trough hits the land first, the water recedes rapidly and dramatically within a few minutes by an enormous wave that initially comes as a surge. This receding is a clear sign of an impending tsunami. We can't outrun the wave that follows, but we can avoid being swept up in the destruction by moving to higher ground. You're getting a wake-up call. It may be in the form of significant loss or other dramatic event in your life, typically one that you were not prepared for initially. You may feel stunned at first, surprised by the unexpected events that are occurring, yet you also know that it is time to draw back the curtain of avoidance and denial and confront the truth that exists in the subtext of this event. You are experiencing a real-life drama, so there's no need to amplify it more than it already is. Often when we look back after something like this has passed, you can recall signs that it foreshadowed it was happening, like I was saying. There may have been obvious clues that you ignored or omens that were so subtle that they were easy to dismiss as imaginings of the mind rather than the voice of your instinct. So this is checking in with your vibes, right? Check how does it make you feel. There are many anecdotes about animals operating purely on instinct, picking on clues, and naturally seeking higher ground before an approaching tsunami reaches land. To negotiate this wake-up call, listen closely to your instincts while at the same time seeking the higher ground of spiritual truth. That's beautiful. And that's a great idea and a great thing to do. And we're going to talk about what you can do before you go to bed so you can get an idea of what tsunami is coming. And it may not be a horrible, dramatic tragedy, but it may be something that you were not at all expecting and you were very surprised by when it happens. So the motto is you are in a place now where you can take risks with your feelings, and even more important, take risks with the truth of who you are, the truth you know in your heart and soul. You no longer need to be subjected to your conditioned fears of letting others know who you really are. Yes, others may judge, evaluate, criticize, and perhaps even put you down. These are very real possibilities. Yet, by trusting that you have the strength to deal with these reactions, rather than responding adaptively and always playing it safe, you can more confidently allow yourself to be vulnerable. Always holding back from expressing your truth can create an illusion of safety. But armed with your trust and your faith, you can choose to be vulnerable and share your authentic self with the world. This is beautiful. So you've got the tsunami, right? The dramatic surprise that comes your way. And then all of a sudden you've got the meadow. You've got the vulnerability. The ability for you to be able to say, I no longer fear what caused this tsunami in the first place. I'm able to now move past this dramatic emotional event, and it'll take you a while to do, depending on what actually happens, right? So it's like so above, or as above, so below type thing. And this is exactly what the trees are on this card, right? As above, so below. There's always going to be a connection. And so as a result, you're going to be in a more fearful place at first and upset and emotional, but you have the ability then to take the bull by the horns and get out of that vulnerable place of fear. There are going to be haters. Who cares? Who cares about the haters? There are going to be people that are not for whatever is happening, and they're not going to like what you're doing. And it could be for many reasons that they don't like it, but it's not for them. It's for you. And if it makes you feel good, and the vibes of it make you feel good, then it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. So if you have fear surrounding going forward with something, it was like when I first started this channel, I was really scared about showing my face. And I was told by Spirit immediately, just do it. Like, you're gonna have fear surrounding it. And I was more fearful about what people would say to me, right? Showing my actual face as opposed to my hands just in a video. But now that I've done it a couple times, I don't really have fear of it anymore. I realize how easy it is and how dramatic I am, facial expression wise, and how important it is for me to keep doing it so that I continually improve myself. And so I don't care if someone doesn't like my videos. I'm okay with that. Not everyone's gonna like everything I do, and I'm okay with that. I like what I'm doing, and it makes me feel good, and the vibe makes me feel magical and wonderful and alive and excited for the next thing that's coming. So I'm gonna keep doing it. And as long as it makes me feel good, that's what matters. So be vulnerable, take the chances, take the risks. You know what caused the tsunami when this actually comes to fruition. You know what happened. So as a result, don't keep creating the same life that you don't want. Start creating things that you do want. Take risks, say what you have to say, and move forward. Oh, that was great Earth Magic reading for today. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching my video today. Much love and light to everyone. Don't forget to love your water and love yourself. Thanks a lot.